I smell roses. This is gone on for too long. It's gotten to the point I don't know what's going on. Yeah. Then the medicines we taste one another. Yeah. The distance between us, I can take it any further. So tell me, who do you love? Who do you love? Who do you love? Is it me or the other? Visit me on Facebook. I am spiritual Naima. If you go into my channel, you'll see an F, which is the Facebook icon. Please come out and be a part of our virtual coven. There are some other places that you can also come to too. I have other covens. I have a total of 3 covens. And David, you're going to get upset with me because I cannot remember the name of the coven that you set up for me. And there's another one, and Jonathan and I can't think of the name of that coven that you set up for me. So please forgive me, okay? Please come out and pay your regards to the witches that are out there making miracles happen. I love every single witch inside of that coven and every warlock. Mwah! I give you a big, fat, slobbery kiss, okay? Don't you want to be Mama's friend? Okay? Okay. Anyway, I'll be back in a little bit with some videos. But you know what? I appreciate your airtime because honestly, I put these on here so I'll have a place to keep my music until I'm able to go back and add verses to it and everything because I channeled this about 20 minutes ago. And so this is a place where I can store my creations, and then I can go back and, like I said, finish the music. It's not finished, as you all can see. There's a lot of unfinished music on YouTube that Mama has created. Anyway, so now you know the purpose of why I do that. This right here is a great guitar. It needs stringing, and Mama can use some lessons too, so that will help. But it's an ovation. No, it's not. It's not an ovation. I thought it was an ovation. I don't want to lie. It's called an applause. So it looks like an ovation though. I guess an applause is like the knockoff of an ovation. It's got this great body here, and that it gives it more of a rich, soulful tone, as you can hear. Listen to the soulful tone of this. Now, I'm just picking now, okay? So y'all don't say, Mama, this don't even sound right. Can you hear the difference? And I like that. Okay, let's see. Almost sound like some Johnny Taylor. Okay, that's the applause. Mama got 10 guitars, okay? And I would love to have a Gibson because Gibsons, they make your work sound professional, even though you may just be a picker at it. No, picker is more advanced, even though you're stronger. So it'll make you sound good. This here is a Takamine. A Takamine, whatever that is. And y'all hear the difference? See? You hear the difference? So each guitar has its own personality, its own characteristic of sound. And I have some others, but they're so dusty, and some put up in cases and stuff. I have also a Hofner. It was my first guitar, and the Hofner guy looked at it and he was like, "Oh my god!" Because I bought it in 1989, and he was like, "This was stored in a warehouse because it's a 1975 version." Yes, it was made in 75. It's over there now, collecting dust. And what else do I have? I have a Martin. It's very old. I bought it used, and I have I bragged and said I had 10, but I lost a few to storage. Mama lost so much stuff to storage. I am through storing my stuff away. Okay, I lost some good stuff in that storage. Like some great artwork and stuff. Okay. But anyway, but then you come back and you listen to this and you hear this is more of a bluesiness. Y'all hear that? But anyway, I just wanted to pick and play a little bit with the guitar for the people who are into music. I've noticed that there are very creative witches out there. The witches in the kitchen, the witches with the guitars, the witches with the instruments. Mama used to play a clarinet. I used to play a clarinet. I sure did. She played a clarinet in high school. My sister played a flute. And I was so upset because my mother had the nerves to sell my clarinet. So I'm going to buy me another clarinet. I actually played I think that clarinet was a alto clarinet. People don't realize you have a soprano clarinet, an alto, and is it a bass clarinet? Yeah. But I kind of think I want to, get some lessons, and probably get me an oboes. I think they're so cute. I would love to be in a symphony. Music so sweet, so rich, so rich, so rich and complete. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That voice of an angel. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, I got to give a shout out. That's the Clark Sisters anyway. If you want to hear that, it's called A Love Song by the Clark Sisters. But it just came to me when she said a symphony. I love Mama always participate in symphonies, okay? I support the Alabama Symphony. Go out and support your state's symphony. I'm all for the arts because guess what? I'm an artist, okay? So by me being an artist, I can do what the hell I want. I can rearrange my words, say them like I want to because I'm an artist. I can do tricks with my mouth, as you all noticed. I can say hello and not move my lips. And I do it purposefully because I'm the artist. I'm the trendsetter. So when I decide that I want to rearrange my words, people say, you say things differently. That's what artists do, okay? Somebody had to do it different. And then once it's different, then people catch on. And guess what? It spreads like wildfire, and everybody is saying something new. Okay, so who's going to change this thing? We're going to still continue to use the same obsolete words from yesteryear, yesterdecade, forever. Okay, somebody's got to come in and say something new, a new catch, a new phrase, a new something. And it's usually the artists that take that chance. Okay, we're brave people. We're brave souls. Okay, no, we do not play it safe. Okay, artists don't play it safe, and witches definitely do not play it safe. We have no reason to, because we fear nothing. And I'm saying that, and there are some things that I fear, some things that I hate. I hate maggots. Ugh, the holes that they make. Ugh, I hate maggots. Oh my God. I think maggots are the souls of people who've done some horrific things over and over and over again in many, many lifetimes. And they have no choice but to come to a maggot body and inhabit it. Because if your works are not right, you're going to either be stuck out there as a ghost or you're going to go in a maggot's body. I would be an ant, a cricket, a scorpion, all of those nasty, slithery things, snake, anything but fucking maggot. Oh my God, that's the lowest life form. I mean, to me, I think it's worse than a bacteria or a bot larvae. Larvae are so disgusting. I mean, why couldn't it just be like a caterpillar? You know, I noticed that most winged insects start off like in a wormy stage, like I say, like a larvae. That's sort of, you know, similar to how humans have zygotes within their wombs. You know what I'm saying? Is in the cocoon stage, you know. But my God, maggots choose to go in people's bodies. My God, I hate them. But anyway, just the thought of them and just looking at them and they moving. Somehow I'm happen to get in my dog's dog food because it had sat there for a little bit too long. And I've just been disgusted by that thing ever since. Do you hear me? So, I don't like no maggots, y'all. And I don't like them. I do not like them. I'd rather be cremated. Do you hear me? Before I just allow my body, even though, you know, people say you're not going to be aware, your body to just sit there and then allow these flies to light on you. And when I was a kid, I never understood why my mom she would just go ballistic when she saw a fly in the house. And I was like, Mama, what's this? Just a fly? Goodness gracious. And later I understand, you know, because they're so disgusting. The flies are the most disgusting winged insects flying on this planet. They are disgusting. They will light in poop, trash, dead things. And I know they have a purpose because I mean that's nature's way of depleting any rottening flesh. You know, and it's a form of that. Bacteria takes care of that job also, but it's just oh my God, it's so to me it is. I don't even have any words for that. You know, I would hate to come back as a maggot. You know, and when those maggots got in my dog's dog food, it was because I keep a lot of pans of food out there. This pan happened to get behind the house. One of the dogs dragged it back there, went eating it. Don't buy kibbles and bits for your dogs and gravy train. They're not going to eat it. They want high quality meat foods, okay? So this was a kibbles and bit that they did not like. So we had to go out and get them their favorite. Their favorite is dang, I can't even think of their favorite. And it's not even Purina. You know, I don't think they sell Purina anymore. I think it's something. I can't even remember. But it's their favorite and that's the only thing they will eat. No, it's not pedigree. Kenny, what's the name of the dog food they like? What's the name of that dog food that Miko and Peanut like? Okay. Yeah, it's Purina. Sorry about that, y'all. Purina. So that's their favorite. They love them, especially the green ones. They like to pick those out first. So I guess that's the vegetable part because, you know, one of my dogs, the one that wears the brown suit and the white tuxedo shirt, yeah, yeah, yeah. He loves vegetables, so we always include some. He like lettuce and tomatoes and apples and stuff. So you know, every now and then I give him vegetables because he's a vegetarian, I guess. No, he's not a vegetarian because he will eat meat. He is what we call a omnivore. That's what he is. So that's a myth when they say that dogs do not like, anything but meat, because Nico, he loves his fruits and his vegetables. And Peanut is a meat eater. So, Peanut don't want no lettuce, and he don't give him no lettuce, no tomatoes, no cucumbers, because he don't want them. He wants him something to stick to his ribs. Okay, so anyway, I said all of that to say this right here. So that was a kibbles and bit dinner dish, and one of them dragged it behind the house, and so when I was going behind the house to kind of do some weeding around there and everything, I found these disgusting maggots. And I've been looking at some videos, and I don't know what it is. It's like, excuse me, when and I know you all don't want to hear about me, but there are a couple of people who enjoy listening. But I know majority of you all, are looking for some voodoo and some voodoo. Okay, it's witchcraft, but can I just have this little bit of airtime? There's a spirit in here that wants to talk. And I don't know what it is, when it's something that just make me feel this total disgust. There's some driving force in me that pulls and nags at me to watch more disgusting stuff. So I have found myself watching these nasty, disgusting maggots eat human beings. And the maggot therapy, even though I cannot stand them, I'll sit there. Something makes me watch, something wants me to watch this disgusting stuff. So maggot therapy is like if you're diabetic and you wind up with a hole in your toe and it's not healing, and it just start putrefying, and the thing starts getting necrotic and getting gangrene in it or something. Then they put maggots in there and just allow the maggots to just sit there and eat the dead skin, and then they tape it up. I'm looking at my feet now, guys. I mean, oh my God. I'm looking at my feet now. Excuse me, because I'm just checking, I'm looking. And, it just makes you want to just check your whole body out when you see stuff like that. And so they just put them in there, and then they bandage them up so that they can just eat the necrotic skin away, and it aids in healing. But I've been looking at some videos where there are some third world countries, where there's no adequate health care. This one guy had this huge. Why am I talking about this? He had this huge thing on his face, and it was just full of maggots. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just itching, and I don't even know why I'm talking about it. But y'all don't go out there and watch that stuff, because everything is itching. Oh my God, I don't know what it is. Anything that really perturbs me, I'm going to, for some reason, research more on that disgusting thing, like things that frighten me, like rabies and Ebola, all of those things. I'm just going to do more research, and I don't know what this pulling is to go and watch more disgusting stuff. Amoebas getting in people's bodies and brains, and then I'll just get in there and something, even though I don't want to do it, I gotta do it. I got to see what the amoeba looks like that's eating the brain, Do y'all have something like that going on within you all? I am compelled to, for some reason, disgusting things. I don't know what it is. I just can't stand it. I don't know. Oh my God, I'm just checking right now. I'm looking. I'm looking, guys. I'm looking. This one lady had a bowl full of maggots. Oh my God. And it felt like something was crawling on me the whole entire night after watching something like that. I'd rather, like I say, be a beetle, for the love of God. Mosquitoes use water. I'd rather be a mosquito. Mosquitoes use water Gnats use water, even though they do draw blood from humans, but the damn fly wants to get on your body and lay eggs in your skin. I can't stand that thing. But anyway, I'm gonna stop because you know it's funny that one day I'm watching maggots and getting disgusted by it, and a few days later, a whole bunch of them in the backyard. You know, it's like you draw negativity is more drawn to you quicker than positive things, depending on who you are. I guess that's what it is. But another thing, I attract a lot of manipulators. Man, I don't know what it is, but manipulators love to be around me. I cannot get away from them for the love of God. I fought the war, I fought the war, but the war wouldn't stop for the love of God. Ah, I can't stand those things. Manipulators and liars, they always come around me. Why? Because there is no logic with manipulators, because they can manipulate you out of logic or even trying to present to them any kind of logic. They can manipulate themselves out of it, man. All that green lighting and shit. I cannot stand. What is it? Gaslighting. Look up gaslighting. I hate manipulators. I mean, they are drawn to me like flies and maggots. Why can't I attract more positive people in my life? People like myself. Because after all, I am a very good person, okay? I treat you like you treat me. But manipulators, oh my God, liars, thieves. I don't want them around me. That's why I say all the time, I say this, I'd rather be feared than loved. Yeah, I don't want to be loved. I want to be loved. That's more manipulators. Manipulators can't love. They can't love. All they do is trick you. They use a lot of trickery to get the things that they want. And you can't love nobody like that. And they can't love either. They just can't do anything. You can't do anything at all but trick you. Anyway, back to the dog food. So I go behind the house. This is one of those just rambling things. I'm talking about a whole lot of things, y'all. It's funny. I feel like I've been doing this thing for an hour, but it's only been 23 minutes. But go back there behind the house, and lo and behold, is a pan full of maggots. So I just get disgusted, and I run in the house, and I get my ammonia, and I pour ammonia on this. They would not die. They kept wiggling and gyrating. So I run in the house, and I do the unthinkable. Things they say you can't do, and I advise you not to do it. I got my bleach and poured it in the ammonia. There's a saying that if you mix bleach and ammonia, you better be out of the place in 3 minutes. It did not work. So I ran in the house and got my bingo. They just kept right on moving. Then I got my raid. They kept right on moving. Then I got liquid uranium. They would not die. So in the end, what did I have to do to get rid of the maggots? I had to actually put them on some cement and step on every last one of them. They are so resilient. They say that cockroaches will be here if it was some type of radioactive explosives or just this much plutonium. They say a tiny grain of plutonium, if it's released in the atmosphere, can kill every living thing on this planet. But oh no, I doubt if it would kill a maggot. They always say that cockroaches will be the last to die. Nah, it's gonna be the flies and the maggots. Because if I can put all that stuff on them and they just don't die, then oh my God, what does it take to kill them? And they can run and move fast. So now I can see why people how that get out of control and people get this stuff, get these maggots in their skin, on their ears and in their sinuses, and they just keep eating and keep infesting, and they have used every single medication to kill them, and they won't die. But anyway, I just thought I'd put that in there that I could not kill them. I had to actually step on them, and I had my hammer, and I just sat down on the concrete and just did this till I smashed them all up. And while I was doing it, there were these flies. I guess those were the mothers of the maggots that were all over me. Oh my God! So y'all be careful what y'all despise, because that's the exact thing that's gonna come to you for some reason. Okay. If you have a fear of cats, well, get ready, because cats are coming. Guess what I found on my front porch, y'all? Y'all, and I'm scratching my head because when I get to talk about these things and stuff like that, they just make me itch. But so I'm gonna tell you something else. If you want to attract something to you or your home, then you have to carry it. So say for instance, you want to attract a man, then you need to keep a statue of a man in your ladies in your pocketbooks or in your bags or your handbags, whatever you want to call them. If you're trying to attract a woman, then you get a statue of the kind of woman that you're interested in and carry it. It works every single time. The reason why I'm saying that is because when I told y'all about taps, just heard one just now, but I doubt if you all heard it. And I looked out there and I said, let me see. I know it's a statue that's causing this, one of these statues out there. And it was 3 angel statues. So I know that one of those angel statues is doing it. It was like 2 adults and 1 cherub, like the little baby chubby ones. So one of them is actually doing, or 2 of them is actually doing the tapping. And they, you got these statues in the house, which they call, false gods and idols and stuff. That's why the church don't want you to have them. Is because they really do work. Honestly, I tend to keep a lot of leprechauns, so I do see a lot of short, shadowy creatures and stuff all around. Here's one of my latest leprechauns that I just collected and got off of eBay. So I'm always, and I know where my fascination with leprechauns came from and stuff, because I'm Irish. What do you think? Okay, Mr. McCanty came from Ireland. Okay, and so anyway, so I think my little Irish blood that I have, it tends to uh, attract a lot of, leprechauns and trolls and elves. When I was a baby, my adopted mom, she actually bought me an elf. So the elf is sort of like it's sort of like a guardian for me. So what I wanted to do is go out and collect me another elf. But here he is. If you get this, then you're gonna keep a lot of money. Remember what I said? If you get the statue that has whatever you want on it. Okay, so he has lots of coins on him. So you would just anoint this guy, put some money oil on them or whatever. So if you want Mama to get you some leprechauns, let me know. Mama get you leprechauns, but with a fee, okay? I'm not gonna be using my money to go, because I got lots and lots of leprechauns carrying bags and bags of coin. If he's not carrying money, then or having a pot of gold, I don't see much that he can do for you, okay? So all my leprechauns, I don't want a leprechaun unless he carrying some money, okay? I do got a few back there that are jolly and they smoking. They're just fun. But you want to make sure that that statue is doing whatever you want it to draw to you. Okay. Um, it's funny that I said that, about drawing whatever that statue is to you, because 2 nights ago, I have a gnome in the front yard and one in the backyard, and they are toting different animals. Okay, so I have one. Y'all, I'm going against my rules. Do not drink this pure aqua. The reason why I'm drinking it is because I had been to the Whole Food store. Okay, and that water costs so much money. It is very alkaline water is very expensive. But check this out. So I got a lot of gnomes, and a few of them are carrying squirrels. I hate squirrels. But guess what? The fact that that gnome is carrying those squirrels, that gnome is going to bring squirrels to me. Okay? I hate them, and I know, a few people say, "Hey, wait a minute now, squirrels are totem now." Okay, and I hate them. You know what I say about squirrels? They're just rats with fat tails that climb trees. Okay, but I don't really care for them. But I will eat them. They do taste very good. Okay, and so anyway, I have the gnomes with the squirrels, and I'm thinking about getting rid of them. And I have some gnomes that are carrying. I have one gnome carrying a shovel, and a bucket of flowers. Little things like that. But there was a gnome that was carrying a frog, and I was kind of concerned about that. And I was like, I don't want no frogs coming around here, so should I get rid of the gnome with the frog? I got the gnome with the frog 3 years ago. How about I went on my porch last night, and I was fixing to water something. I had the light on. I was fixing to water a plant, and there was a frog in my plant. Luckily, I got a chance to see him before I put the water in there, because if that frog had jumped in my face, oh my God. Okay? There's no telling what I'd do. I probably done jumped over the banister. So, man, I'm gonna be careful what kind of statues and stuff like that I'm collecting from now on, because I don't think I want just anything here. You get a statue with bats, you're gonna have bats coming around your house. You get a statue with birds, birds are coming. If you get a lion or a lion or a tiger, you may just attract that kind of stuff. Seriously. Depending on what kind of energy you put out. Now, everybody's not going to be able to do this. It just depends on the person. We all have different abilities. But I tend to attract whatever type of thing I collect, so I have to be real careful with that stuff. That was a big old green frog, too. And I didn't know if I wanted to catch him or what. I mean, do I catch him? What do I do with you? You know what I'm saying? So I didn't disturb him. I'm like, okay, I'll let you stay here. But if anything is out of order when I get up in the morning, okay, and I see you again, I'm going to deal with you. I'm going to deal with you. Let me see. I think I pretty much covered everything. Had you all been feeling the sun and how hot it has been? I mean, depending on where you're at, but God, please. I mean, radiation. Okay? Pure radiation. Do you hear me? You're soaking in radiation. So, guys, I'm telling you, if you're down here in the southern hemisphere, bright as that sunlight is, you're going to need some UV shades on, sunglasses. And I'm telling you this, and I need to be doing it myself. You better put on some UV glasses. I don't know about sunscreen. I mean, I needed some on my arm when I went to Orlando, because my arm, I actually got and they said dark people do not. They say we do not get sunburns and stuff like that, and which is true. We don't really get sunburns, but if you are on I'm on high blood pressure medication, so being on a high blood high blood pressure medication caused my skin to get a little sensitive here. So I had a sunburn here. So did I put some sunblock on it? Nah, I did. I'm allergic to it. I tried to use sunblock on it and I sneezed for a whole entire day. So I'm allergic to sunblock. But I mean, no, how can I recommend sunblock to you when it makes me sick? But I was gonna say this right here. They are recommending that no matter how dark you are, you're gonna need some sunblock. Okay, that's what they say, and that you need to keep yourself out of the sun. They got up to 100 some degrees here, and I used to go in my bathroom because sometimes that was a retreat to get the coolest room in the house in the summertime. But my God, I don't have curtains over that bathroom window. I know y'all saying this right here. How can you not have curtains in your bathroom window? Where nobody can see because it's on the top level anyway. But I can't go in there anymore. That's not my retreat place anymore because when the sun comes through, it's just like being in a microwave. I gotta put a curtain up there. I have like these blackout curtains all over my windows and stuff, but I'm starting to notice that the sun is still now infusing through the blackout curtain. That's just how bad the sun has gotten down here in the southern hemisphere. And I ain't lying. I'm telling you, that sun, I don't care what nobody say, it has turned itself up about 15, 20 notches. And I just don't know why scientists are not, they're keeping this hush hush. That should be on the NBC News. It should be on CBS. I mean, they should be telling people, listen, this is what's going on, but they're not talking right now, guys. All these mudslides and stuff in Florida and everything, and all in Louisiana and everything is something definitely catastrophic going on. The moon has just grown. It's huge. Have you all been looking at the moon? I'm like, oh my God, is the moon getting closer to us? I mean, what is going on? Everything seems like it's just closing in on Earth. The moon is not the. I've been here for 40 plus years and I don't think I remember seeing a moon so large, you know? And it's kind of yellow, kind of yellowy, orange, or whatever, depending, whenever, whatever. But most of the time they keep the clouds. So another thing I noticed about the sun, and you all pay some attention to that, the sun is, usually in the summertime, the sun would kind of like start going down at about 8-ish. But I'm noticing that 8-ish, it's the sun's still up. They just put clouds up, these artificial chemical clouds that they're spraying from these planes, with what they call the silver nitrate. I guess that's what it is. When they spray that in the air, it produces clouds or stimulates the clouds to proliferate or whatever. I'm noticing that, hey, look, the sun is still out. Here it is 8:30. It's just clouds up there to give the illusion like it's getting dark. I was talking to somebody over in Georgia, and I thought it was really weird because the sun actually goes down quicker in Georgia than it does in Alabama. And it was already dark here, but she told me, she said, hey, it's 8:30 over here, the sun's still out. I'm like, that does not sound right. People telling me when I'm telling them, hey, we're in a waxing moon or whatever, they're telling me they got a full moon. What the hell is going on? It's getting to be really crazy. I mean, all these different uh, paranormal situations going on, and no one is paying any attention to it. No, the world is not fixing to end, guys. No, I am not a fruitcake. I'm not this crazy person that's trying to spread panic and just, you got some people going around the world is fixing to get ready to end. It's not fixing to get ready to end. But the world as we know it will soon end. It'll soon end as we know it. Look up solar flares, okay, and power grids, and you'll get an idea of what I'm talking about, okay? Anyway, that's what Obama said. He said there's gonna be a change. We just didn't know that that it was gonna be like this, did it? That's what he told us. He said it's gonna be a change. Old Obama. Mm-hmm. I'm still gonna I'm still thinking about going to the White House and just running out there star. But nah, I'm not gonna do that. Nope. Not after what they did to that young lady. They just shot her down like a wild animal with a child in the car. But you know what I heard? They told me that that was Obama's baby. Yep. Y'all remember that? But that girl was, they claimed that she was trying to drive into the White House, which that is utterly impossible because I've gone there several times myself. And hey, my sister lives in Washington, D.C., my birth sister, and her name is, I'm just going to call you by your nickname, Pinky. Hey, Pinky, girl. She made us feel very welcome when we went to DC, and it was my first time laying eyes on my birth sister. And she is just absolutely gorgeous. She's beautiful and very pretty girl. And so I've gotten a chance to see her. I hadn't seen my other sister, Lynn, and Lynn also lives in DC. Pink lives in Marlboro. And y'all won't know who it is. So Pink, just don't feel like if you watching, I doubt if she's watching because I really don't know. I really do not, even though I think she knows it because she was on my old Facebook page. And then when I lost that Facebook page, I got a new Facebook page. But I never allowed her to know where I am on the new Facebook page. But I really love her because she's open minded. She's very, very respectful to what I believe in and everything. I never got a chance to so that's why I can say, this is where these people live because you're not gonna know her. So I wouldn't call her whole name. But I have another sister up there living on Capitol Heights too. Another birth sister. And another birth sister that lives in Boston, Massachusetts, and a brother in Boston, Massachusetts, where my brother passed away. My daddy, my birth father, okay, is a mystery. I always say that I know I do not know who my birth father is, but I always my mom she really just don't know because she was asking me, are you dark skinned? Are you light skinned? And she's trying to figure out which guy it could have been. But when I looked at the records, they said that there were several men. One worked on a bridge, and one of them, this is what they said. One worked on a bridge. The other two, they were like carpenters and, construction workers and everything. And, but you know what my aunt was saying, and I believe it too. She said, I believe that your dad had to be a foreigner. Now, I don't know how true that is. She said he had to be a foreigner. And I said, why would he be a foreigner? I don't get why would you think that. She said, because some of the things you do, she said, ordinary Americans would not do those kind of things. And I was like, I don't know, Auntie. I don't know about that. But it'd be interesting to know exactly who it is. So I did get a chance to meet two of the guys that she said that they were. And they want a DNA test, and I was like 30-something years old, and I was like, why would I want to do a DNA test? I mean, are y'all gonna give me some back child support or something? It's stupid. It's stupid. These two guys are like dumbfounded. It was really weird. It was a weird situation. So I always tell people, my father, he's resting his grave. The father who raised me, that's my dad. You know what I'm saying? I have a lock here that is fixing to break off. I can feel it. This is one of the locks that I chopped off because I found dust in it. So I can see it. Y'all, I'm just sitting here talking about my business. Yeah, I'm going to have to reconnect this. Yeah, this one needs a 911. What I do, I take thread when they look like they want to break off, and I reinforce them. This one is hanging by a thin thread. I damaged the lock because what I did, I went to just picking it out. And if you pick these locks out, then these locks are nothing but a whole bunch of dead hair. And when you pick them out, then you get piles and piles of dead hair out of them. I know it sounds disgusting, but basically that's all the lock is. This is bothering me. Oh, So I got two or three damaged locks. I mean, I just went ham when I saw the dust that was in it. I was like, oh my God. And I went and I just chopped that off. I was fixing to just chop them all off. And I was like, I had to stop myself because this one was as long as this one. See how long that one is? And see what I did? I mutilated it. I mutilated 2, 3 up there. And I was like, what am I doing? I cannot cut these things off. I've waited so long for them to grow. I cannot cut off my locks right now. I just got started. But so she was saying, she said, I definitely think that your dad is a foreigner. I said, auntie, he ain't a foreigner. He's just a regular old man from somewhere in Alabama. She said, well, I don't know. She said, because that Air Force base was there and she was always at that Air Force base, some type of base or something like that. But my mom, she don't know. My birthday, she doesn't. But she's like, I promise you, it's him. It's him. It's him. I promise you. So maybe she's right. I got a chance to see him. I was like, so disappointed. I was like, she wanted to see him. We all got on a 3-way. Me, him, and her, my birth mom. She was more interested in him coming up there than she was. It was ridiculous. It's just like, I mean, the first conversation that I had with my birth mother, and I could talk to my family about this, it was ridiculous. It was like the lady the midwife that, delivered me. It's like I was telling y'all, I was born in rural Alabama. Well, you didn't go to the hospital in Alabama. You had no money. You had to have some money to go to the hospital in Alabama. Alabama ain't giving your ass nothing. If you poor, you just poor. And so she didn't have any money. She was a young mother. Her mother had just died. So she had me in a shanty. That's a nice word to use rather than use other words, shack. But anyway, so the a midwife delivered me into the world, and I got a chance to hook up with her, and she actually gave my number to my birth mother, just in case my birth mother didn't want to talk to me, have anything to do with me. And I think I was about 35. No, I was not 35. I was like 30, 31. And I come home, and that's when call IDs were really hot. And I get to the call ID, and that's that number, and it's like, oh my God, it's her. It's the lady that gave birth to me. And so I called her. No, matter of fact, my husband called. He called her with an attitude because for some reason he just didn't want me to hook up with my birth mother. I never ever understood that. I think he was afraid that I was going to get up and leave him for my birth mother. And so I talked to her on the phone, and she was like, no, he called her, and he said, did you call this number with an attitude? She's like, yes, I did. I was calling my daughter, but she moved. So my birth mother got it. She frightened her. So I called her back and said, hey, I am your daughter. She said, hi, Felicia. That was my birth name. My birth name is Felicia, by the way. And she was like, they called me Fifi. Fifi, how old are you, Fifi? She was verifying me like she didn't believe me. Wait a minute, Fifi. You sure because Rachel is this age and that. Oh, excuse me. I got a feeling that girl is watching this. Anyway, girl, I ain't gonna call your last name, okay? Because I know you. I got a feeling you watching me, okay? Because I be watching your YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, can't nobody find you, girl. Can't nobody find you. I didn't mean to call your name, but your mama, okay, was like, oh, she's this age, and she said, and how old are you, and all this and all that. So she verified me and found out, yeah, I was her child. And she kept saying, I'm your mother. I am definitely your mother. She said that 100 times. What was so weird about it is this is what she said. She said, I feel bad for you. I said, why? She said, because I tried to give you to your father and he did not want you. I was like, oh my God, me and her were two dumb people together. Because I was sitting there saying, oh, he didn't want me? Okay. Oh, man. And so I'm siding with her. Oh my God. How can he do this to you? Like I said, I was very young at the time and everything. So it was just her way of not taking the responsibility and, passing the buck to somebody else. I guess that's what it was. And then that's when she got in the conversation, you dark skinned, are you light skinned, and all this and all that. Because I looked at her and she was kind of light skinned. She's not dark skinned at all. She's a light skinned woman, and she wanted to see if I turned out like she did. And also just kind of verify between the different men she was with, to kind of make a determination of which one she think it could be. But anyway, that's my birth mom. She gave birth to me. I can't hate her. All I can do is love her. All I can do is love her. She made so many promises. Oh, I was so excited. And I was like, oh my God, it's a new world. And I hooked up with my sister. They was like, you need to come up north and live with us and get cityfied. And all of them turned on me. They turned on me. And I know you all wondering why. And I'm trying to figure out why. But something happened. I just don't know what it was. So I didn't go. My husband helped them to turn against me. And so, anyway, my birth mom, she just made all kind of hella promises that she never did it. Oh girl, I'm fixing to move in a townhouse, and you can come up here, you and your husband. I'll give y'all my bed. Girl, y'all step here long as y'all want, because I want you to come now. And I ain't gonna say where she stayed at. But I don't want you up here now because I don't want you to see this place and how things are and all of this and all that. And I was like, okay. I called her L. I didn't call her mom because, I just couldn't. I was like, okay, L. Okay, girl. That's the way I talk to her. Well, oops, I don't need to call her name. Good thing I didn't call her whole name, so y'all can't get mad, family members, if you're out there watching. So I'm not gonna call her entire name. But she was like, he said she's a very pretty, tall lady. Said she's gorgeous, and she looks really young for her age. She in her 60s, but they said she can easily go for my age, the way my age where I'm at now. So I really wanted to look at her. And when I looked at her pictures and stuff, I was like, she'll do. She ain't cute with me, but no, I'm just teasing. But anyway, and I was like, oh, okay. And so she was like, oh, don't come up here now. When I get in the town home, I'm gonna let you come up here. You stay up here. She said, I've been thinking about you all day, Fifi, and all of that, and things just didn't go well with us. It was some things I was not ready for it yet. So it was some things that I did because I would tell her about my childhood and how rough it was, here, and how the kids picked at me and teased me and all of this stuff like that. I would tell her about all of the difficult times, and it made her feel bad. And if I was to go back and have the opportunity again, I think I probably wouldn't be so hard on her about it. And she would always tell me that my friends told me not to worry about it. No, not to worry. Because I would just keep talking about, oh my God, my childhood and stuff. And she would just feel so bad. I wasn't ready. And so now that I am ready, there's no chance. I don't have an opportunity because, after her son died and everything, she just crawled into a shell. So I would never get her back. I don't even have a way of knowing how to get her back. So that's the thing, That's how it was. It was so messed up. So one day, I guess One day, the gods and the goddesses will make a way. I'm hoping that they'll make a way because I'd love to go and see her before something happened to one of us and everything. And it is. If you're not adopted, you wouldn't know the feeling I'm talking about. There are a lot of adopted people out there, watching and stuff. I talked to a few of them, people who are adopted. A lot of people don't understand, can't understand how it feels not to know who your biological mother is. That's we can kind of like, say, okay, we can let dad pass, but it's something about hooking up with the mom. You know what I'm saying? The Terminatrix. Yes, and something I felt coming from her, this power, energy, and I guess because she birthed me, she was very easy to talk to, and I'm a person. It's very difficult for me to carry on a conversation, with people because I am eccentric, but it just flows so well with her. It was just like talking to a friend, a long lost friend, but there was some type of power energy, some authority energy that came from her that just put me in my place. Yeah, yeah, I felt that energy. Especially the last time I called her, I felt that terminatrix vibration coming from her. I felt that power. I don't even know how to explain it. It's something about it when you're talking to don't get me wrong, my adopted mother did the world for me. But it's something about talking to the woman that gave birth to you. It is a very humbling, okay? A very humbling moment when you're talking to your birth mother. I'm talking about adoptees. Now, I'm not sure how it feels for people who were raised by their mom and everything with that authority. That dads are like little teddy bears, and they all chubby and cuddly, and they let us do whatever we want. But the mamas, uh, you ain't gonna win. She ain't no. She's not no teddy bear. Okay. But anyway, I don't even know how I even carried on for 57 minutes like this. This is crazy. Anyway, should I tell you anything else about her? I'm gonna tell you more about her on the video. Hopefully, my birth sisters are not watching. Hopefully. I have an adopted sister too. I'm not gonna call her name. I have an adopted sister too. And it's crazy because me and my adopted sister look more alike than my birth sister. I could just see faint features of me and my birth sisters. Very faint. We all got the foreheads thing going on here, like this big, huge forehead. For some reason, we have this and these eyebrows, and we got that. But that's just about it, you know. But I look so much more like the adopted sister for some reason. Me and her look just almost like twins. Anyway, y'all, that's gonna end this. I'm just running off at the mouth, and I'm just sleepy. I'm fixing to hop in this bathtub, take a bath, and get myself ready to get back there in my bed. Okay. And when I get ready to do some videos again, hopefully I'll have this couch out of here. I got a new couch coming. I got 2 new couches on the way, 2 leather couches coming. These have had their days and times. And this right here was a couch that somebody gave me, y'all. I got this and the other set. Somebody gave me this set. And I don't ever need nothing beige. I don't need nothing beige because beige get dirty too fast. I mean, this couch was dirty. So I want to get it out of here. Give me something leather. I got me something leather that all I got to do is just get some leather cleaner and keep it clean. I don't have to worry about dirt stains and stuff. Okay, y'all. I'll be back.